Okay, solve the equation for x. So we have x minus 14 equals 28. So find your x, it's on one side, and you have this plus negative 14. So you have to take out the negative 14 by adding 14. Okay, so line up the equals, then plus 14, plus 14. So I have x, and then we have 42. Always on the x side is the number you take out. Now next one. Make your wall, put in your operate. Okay, so that's times. So when you have times, you need to circle it. So on this side, you have times negative 3. So you need to divide by negative 3. You need to draw the wall, put in your operations. Negative 18 divided by negative 3 is 6. Okay, next problem, negative 7x minus 2x plus 3 equals 66. Now before we can worry about what we're doing for operations, we have like terms of x, okay? Now they're on the same side, so I'm going to put same side. So if they're on the same side, we connect them with a v, and we have a negative 7 and a negative 2. So we line that up and we add these. Negative 7 plus negative 2 is negative 9. Okay. So we have negative 9x. Think of it, if you're at negative 7 on a number line, you add negative 2, you're going left 2. So negative 8, negative 9. And then plus the 3 equals 66. Now we have x. We have just a single x term on this side. So I have times and plus 3, so I highlight the times, circle it. So I'm going to minus 3, not 66, I'm on the x side, and then divide by negative 9. Okay, so minus 3, so we have negative 9 times x. 66 minus 3 is going to be 63, and then divide each side by negative 9. So 63 divided by negative 9 is negative 7. Okay, next problem, negative 5x plus 3 plus 8x equals 33. Again, we see more than one x term, so that's like terms of x. And once again, they're on the same side of the equals of the equation, same side. So again, it's simpler, essentially the same thing as the last problem. Now negative 5 plus 8 is 3, because if you're at negative 5 and you add positive 8, you're going 8 to the right, which takes you into positive territory, and that's 3x. And then plus the 3 equals 33. Okay, now I have just a single x term on the left side. So we have times 3 plus 3, so we have to minus the 3. And then we need to divide by the 3. Okay, so minus 3 minus 3. So 3 times x equals 33 minus 3 is 30. Then you divide each side by your 3. And now we have our solution for x. X equals 10. Okay, next one. 3x plus 4 equals negative 5x plus 20. So we again have like terms of x, of the variable, but now they're not on the same side, they're on opposite sides. So opposite sides, look for the smaller one. So negative 5x is smaller, so we add 5x to get it off that side and to the other side. So I line up my equals. So we have 8x, 3 plus 5, plus 4, and over here you have pot 20. You don't need the plus sign anymore. Okay, now we have x on one side. So we have times 8 plus 4, so we need a minus 4, and then divide by 8. 20 minus 4 is 16, then we divide each side of the equation by 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Okay. Okay, next problem. Negative 4x plus 3 equals negative 6x plus 17. okay, like terms of x, because there's two x's and they're on opposite sides. So opposite sides, put an arrow on the smaller one. Negative. If you have two negatives, the higher the bigger the negative, the less it is. So you're going to add 6x and add 6x. So I line my equals straight down, and we have 2x plus 3, and then 17. Okay. Then x is over here, so I'm going to minus 3 and divide by 2. So 2 times x, 17 minus 3 is 14, then divide each side by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, next one, negative 7x plus 2 equals negative 19. So now I don't have the like terms of x, okay, so times and plus u minus 2 and divide by negative 7. Okay, so negative 19 minus 2 is negative 21. And divide by negative 7. Negative 21 divided by negative 7 is 3. Okay. Negative 2x equals negative 14. So again, we don't have like terms of x. Okay. Mark your operations. So that's times. So you just have to divide then by negative 2. Negative 2 times x equals negative 14, so I'm just dividing by negative 2. And that's 7. Okay, this one here you have to use the distributive property, so I'm just going to write dp, okay, distributive property. Because you have a parentheses, you got to get rid of that. Make that a plus negative 6, so circle the plus, so you take negative 6 times 1x and negative 6 times 5. So it's going to give me negative 6x and negative 30. So you got to line up your equals. You know you just have 36 there. And then I write these two terms with a plus sign. Okay, so I drop the plus. Negative 6x, negative 30. So cross out the multiplication part. You got to add the 3x somewhere. You can put it in front or behind. So distributive property is done. Now you have like terms of x. Okay. And again, they're on the same side. So on the same side, we draw the v. Okay, and combine them. So a 3 and a negative 6, when I combine those, 3 left 6, that would be negative 3. You can add them on a calculator. Plus negative 30 equals 36. So I add the 30, and I divide by the negative 3. So I had to do the whole shebang here. I distributed property, then when I did that I saw that I had like terms of x, took care of that, then I get the x by itself. So plus 30, plus 30. Okay, 36 plus 30 is 66, then I'm going to divide by negative 3. And 66 divided by negative 3 is negative 22. Okay. Okay, now this next one's kind of a weird one. Okay, you don't have to do the distributive property, but you have like terms of x. Now I have them on the same side and the opposite side. So, same side and opposite sides. So what you do first is you v the ones that are on the same side. Okay. So negative 3, positive 8. So negative 3 plus 8 on a calculator, that's going to be 5x. Minus the 4, you can put plus negative 4, it doesn't really matter. Then over on the other side, 4x plus 6. But now I have them on opposite sides, so I mark the smaller one and it's positive, so subtract 4x. If it doesn't have a sign in front of it there, you're going to minus it. So that's 1x minus 4 equals 6. Okay. So that's taken care of. Now, mark your operations, times and minus. Now, one thing, if you have a times 1, you can get rid of it. Okay. So all I have to do is add 4. So plus 4, and I get 10. Okay, next problem. I don't have to distribute. I don't have like terms, so I just go over here. So that's times x plus 2. So you're going to minus 2 and divide by the fraction 3/4. Okay, so minus 2, 3/4 times x, and then negative 10. If you go left 2, you'd be at negative 11, negative 12 on the number line, and divide by 3/4. Now you can punch it in on a calculator, but if you want to show it, you'd put 12 over 1, but then you'd go times, and you would flip the fraction. So 12 times 4 is 48, 1 times 3 is 3. So 48 divided by 3 is 16. Or you can just, or excuse me, that'd be negative 16. I forgot the negative there. Okay. I would suggest you just go negative 12 divided by 3, ABC 4. Okay. Okay, next one, we have to do the distributive property. So here we go, plus negative. So that's taking 2 times x and 2 times negative 6. So it's 2x and negative 12. On that side, and over here you got 2x minus 4. Now I have like terms of x, and they're on opposite sides. So I would mark the smaller one, but I don't have one. They're equal. Okay? So if they're equal, you get rid of them. And then you write the words all solutions, no solutions. Now, these remaining values, negative 4 and 12, they're not the same, so that's no solution. The values are different. Okay, 4 plus 7x equals 7x plus 4. Okay, so I don't have to distribute. I have like terms of x, okay, and they're on opposite sides. So I would mark the smaller one, but they're equal, so then I can get rid of them. So again, we have all solutions, no solutions, okay. Well, now the numbers are equal, 4, 4, that's all solutions. Okay, next one, we don't have to distribute, but we have like terms of x. And they're on the same side and on opposite sides. So same side and opposite sides. Okay, so when that happens, I combine the two on the same side to form 9x and then minus 5. Then on the other side we have just write 17 minus 2x. Now I take care of the opposite side, so we have a positive 9 and a negative 2. Well, there's your smaller one, so you add 2x to the 9x because it's negative, so you add it. So 11x minus 5, and then we have 17. Now, times plus negative. So you add the 5 and you divide by the 11. Okay. 22. So x equals 2. Okay, now we go to our story problems. The bill for the repair of your car costs $100, $10 for the part. It also costs $25 per hour for labor. If you are charged $180, how many hours did it take to repair your car? So I've got dollars and hours. Remember, the time unit is the X. That's called the independent variable. Y is the dependent variable, dollars per hour. When I'm looking through here, $25 per hour is all I have, so it's 25 times X. So it's going to be one table, one line. So Y is dollars, X is hours, so go 0, 1, 2. So we started with 110, then we add 25. So that's going to be 135, 160, okay? And the bill got to 180, but we don't know how many hours went with it, okay? So that's how we formulate one table. We do need the Y. Now Y starts at 110, and we're adding the slope of 25 times X, okay? Then I write my equation, 110 plus 25 times X equals Y. Then Y is replaced with 180. So 110 plus 25 times X equals 180. X is over here, so you plus and times. So you need to minus the 110 because it's positive 110 and then divide by 25. So minus 110 minus 110, that takes you to 70. Then divide by 25, divide by 25, and you come up with 2.8, I believe, which is okay. You can have a decimal. Don't round it. Okay, and the last one here today. The membership for joining a gardening association is $24. Members are then charged $3 per day for the admission to the garden. Non-members are charged $6 per day. How many days at the garden is it cost for members and non-members equal? So you got dollars and days. So the time unit is my X, that's your independent variable. The money is a Y, that's a dependent variable. Dollars per day. Well, it ain't 24. Well, it's $3 per day and $6 per day, but we don't add those, okay? Those are two separate lines. So then I'm going to need two tables. So dollars is Y, days is X. Dollars is Y, days is X, okay? So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So the 3, before the 3 add 24, then you add 3 as your slope. 27 plus 3 is 30. So that's it for that. Now the 6, there's nothing before it, so I start that at 0 and add 6. 6, 12. So after 2 days, that's still $30, that's 12. They're not equal. I draw two lines, but you're not going to be worried about equals Y. You're going to put 24 plus 3 times X, and then 0 plus 6 times X. And then you make your equation by finding out when these are equal. So you're going to put 24 plus 3x on this side, and on the other side you're going to put 0 plus 6x. And if you have a 0, you need to get rid of it and the plus sign. So I have like terms of x here, okay? And they're on opposite sides. So you find the smaller one, which would be the 3x. Take it out of there by subtracting it since it's positive. Line up the equals, and you have 24. 6 minus 3 is 3. So x is on this side with times 3. So then all we need to do at that point is divide by the 3, and then we have solved for x. So we have 8 and x. So 8 days.